Hey guys, let's talk about bioinformatics because when I wanted to start my journey in the area of bioinformatics, I had next to no resources to talk about. There was one channel called as OM Genomics, and that was a software engineer who made it to Google, and she did fantastic work, of course. So she basically spoke about what bioinformatics was, and she was a BA student and then went to just a PhD instead of a master's. And I was in a stage, I did my undergrad in biotechnology, and I did not really know which was the better way to do because I did not really wanted to commit to a PhD because it's a 5 year commitment and it's a lot of schoolwork. I don't know if I was ready to do it or not. Currently, I'm based out of Boston. I work in a biotech company. I am in an industry. So I'm a bioinformatician or a data scientist or a software engineer or a cloud engineer. So all these words makes no sense when you're starting out because my best friend worked at Amazon back when I was trying to get into this field, and he was an SDE, which is also a software engineer. So you might think like what's the difference? And the difference is quite big. But at the same time there is next to no difference when you talk about comp sci, but when you talk about biology, there is a huge difference. I also do a bit of machine learning and I'm happy to talk about it as well later sometime. But what exactly is bioinformatics? As you know, biology has a bunch of different things. You have genomics, transcriptomics, proteomics, metabolomics, and there are tons more that I cannot possibly think of on top of my head. I'm more comp sci heavy rather than biology heavy, but I can talk about transcriptomics because I work in an RNA company. So, what would be bioinformatics for a transcriptomics company? It would be on the side of making workflows for next generation sequencing data. So once your sequencer dumps some output, it could be anything. It could be an miRNA, it could be mRNA, it could be circular RNA, it could be literally anything that you can think a sequencer can throw out of. So you would have sequencer data dump out, and then what you do with that is considered to be bioinformatics for me. So you can do it on your local computer, or you can make something which is very reusable, robust using cloud infrastructure. I design and deploy infrastructures. I make softwares. That's not the point of the video. The point is bioinformatics. So we run a bioinformatics workflow where you would do analysis on the initial data, like quality control. Then you would trim the data. Then you would align the data. Then you would do variant calling, like what's different from the reference genome. And then you would get a summary out of all the information that you have. And then you get a bunch of different criteria to assess your run on. So you have an RNA file, which is a FASTQ or a FASTA sequence, right? You have AUGC sequences, or you have some structural sequences, which are dot bracket. None of that makes really any sense to us. Like they are just combination of four letters or just weird shapes which are dots and brackets. How do I make sense of this information? Is through bioinformatics. So you use computational tools to make some sense. So you can either run some bash scripts or like some really simple applications on your computer, and that would do the analysis for you. Is that bioinformatics? Maybe. What you do with your data in any kind of field in biology can be considered bioinformatics. But if you have a passion for making a software that a scientist doesn't even need to learn through AI or make scripts through AI or troubleshoot through AI, they can basically drag and drop the information, drag and drop the data, and get the result out of is bioinformatics. There's a lot of machine learning involved. I have worked with some cool large language models that I can talk about. But I think this is a good stopping point, and I think no one should be afraid of AI because AI is an assistant who's there to assist you. Um, it would never replace a job. Like some jobs which are redundant and can be automated would be replaced, but something like a scientist or a bioinformatician is not gonna happen, or even like a computer scientist. And that's about it. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.